you have to show them something different. If they're not seeing it, they're not going to believe it. So you have to show it to them by creating this content and pushing, you know, your own narrative that like you can be older and be sexy. Who says at this age now all of a sudden you're just supposed to be wearing huge sweaters and turtlenecks or whatever? Like that's not the vibe.
If you were my woman, I cherish you.
You know you're talking to one of the biggest players in Detroit, right?
How are you?
I'm very well. You look absolutely gorgeous. How are you?
I'm doing good. You look so pretty too.
Very kind. I need you.
Left London. I was just in London. I got back 2 days ago.
What were you doing?
So my son had a basketball tournament out there, which was really fun. And then Pretty Little Thing obviously is based out there. So I had some meetings with them. It was good.
Yeah, it sounds like you're always busy. I feel like you do so much, but the thing I love is you still always have the glam. Is there a Lala that has joggers, hair in a bun?
The thing is, you didn't see me 45 minutes ago. That's the thing. But yes, generally, that's definitely more of what it is for sure.
I don't know who to trust in this family anymore.
Better stick together no matter what.
BMF season 2. How does it feel to be amongst all these people and just doing what you do so well?
I love it. You know, I was on a series called Power, which was also on Stars prior. And now this is another show on Stars. So it's nice to kind of be with the same network and same family, so to speak. But BMF is an incredible show. It's coming back for season 2, and it's based on a real story of two brothers, Meech and Terry. So anytime you're watching something that's based on a true story, you know, to me, I get more invested because I'm like, wow, all this stuff really actually happened. So I'm super excited about it. And I think the audience is going to love it.
I feel like your characters are always sassy, sexy, strong. And I mean, I'm sure you've played other characters too, but I feel like you played that role really well. Is it difficult, or is that like you just channeling yourself, or is it really like an alter ego where you think, right, I'm going to be a badass bitch right now. Let me just get myself in the zone.
I mean, with all the characters, there's always something that I can relate to. If it's not me, myself, it could be somebody that I know or a friend of mine. Like I find pieces in inspiration in myself or people that I know, and then I kind of put it all together and come up with, you know, whatever the character, you know, kind of is. So that's always fun. And this character, she's dating Terry. At first she's like, you're young, I'm not paying you any mind. And then over time they really start to bond and she really falls in love with him. But I truly believe she had genuine intentions. Like she saw passion and potential in him and she wanted to bring it out. And she's like, whether you're going to work on a car service company or whether you're going to be the biggest drug dealer, I'm going to show you how to be the best at whatever it is that you want to do. So I think as women, any guys that we're with, we should be trying to bring the best out of our partner.
But I will say sometimes, Lala, tell me if you agree. Me and my friends talk about this all the time. You can do all the work, get him in a good space, and then the next girl benefits.
I've seen it happen. Yes, yeah. That absolutely is true. It's like you make them great for the next person. But the goal is that things work out and they're great for you. It doesn't always happen like that. But guess what? You might be on the opposite end of that. You might meet somebody that somebody put a lot of work in and became great for you. So, right.
Yes, please.
You don't get to pick and choose who we save.
Meech and I are businessmen.
For you, Lala, have you seen the scene just get better? Does it feel like it's in a better place?
I mean, it definitely feels like things are getting better, but there's always a ways to go. I love that now we can put on TV and film and see people that look like us, that experience the things that we've went through, that telling the stories that matter to us. But it is our duty as actors and producers and filmmakers to continue pushing that narrative forward and continue finding these stories that actually shift the culture in a way and bring awareness to things that are important to us. I don't think you ever get to a place where you're like, okay, my work here is done. That's something that's continuous and has to continue to happen.
We are about to turn BMF into a global empire.
When we have someone like 50 Cent who does put so much into backing Black talent, and sometimes he doesn't get his dues, fair to say. And I feel like what he's created with a Power universe is is probably something that we've never seen before since the Marvel universe. You know, he's really created something special. But he's also, anytime I talk to anyone that works with him, they say he's so gracious. He wants everyone to shine. He shares the light. But I don't think the industry, as in the mainstream film and TV industry, always give him his dues.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
Well, he's been one of my closest friends for 17 years now. We did the calculations not too long ago. And he's incredible. He's a mentor. He's a friend. He's so talented. He's so smart. And the thing about him is 50 doesn't do it for awards and accolades. It would be nice to be recognized for all your hard work and the way you've shifted television completely. But he does it because he wants to tell these stories and he's passionate about that. He gets the love and the accolades from the people whose lives he's changed, including myself and the people that he's helped, you know, along the journey. To me, that means so much more. And in time, people will catch on, and then it'll be like, oh, you just getting here? We've been new about that. You just get on board, and that's just the way life is sometimes.
Thanks for having my back.
You know this for life.
If a woman is glamorous, attractive, sexy, it's almost like you can't be smart, talented as well. Like it's almost like the package has to come a certain way. And I've never understood it because that same thing doesn't apply to men. Even with roles, like as men get older, whether it's George Clooney, whoever, they continue to play leading men. Whereas women, you're someone's mom, you're someone's auntie, you're da-da-da-da. And I've always thought, what the hell is this about the way women get treated? And you own your sexiness, your beauty, but you also are a smart woman who also does a lot of stuff that you don't want the whole world to know about. But those that do their research will know. You're doing a lot of stuff at the moment with prison reform and various things that you're putting your time into. Does it ever get frustrating? And have you ever gone through the phase, Lala, where you're like, okay, I'm gonna like not be as hot, sexy, or whatever, and maybe people take me more seriously?
I mean, it's happened to me more in TV and film roles, like to show I can play a bunch of different characters. Like I could be the tough girl, I can be, you know, the villain and stuff. So sometimes it's like, do I need to tone this down so they can actually see me? Because if they're just looking at you off of whatever, interviews or Instagram, it's like people want to put you in a box. Oh, we only see you this one way. Or like you said, after a certain even age with women, it's like, oh, now you're just the mom, or now you're just the aunt, or whatever it is. And it's like, oh, so there's no badass, sexy women that are older, and like it's just an interesting concept. But I think that's where producing comes in, and being able to make your own stuff and shifting the narrative and showing people believe what they see. You have to show them something different. If they're not seeing it, they're not going to believe it. So you have to show it to them by creating this content and pushing, you know, your own narrative that like you can be older and be sexy. Who says at this age now all of a sudden you're just supposed to be wearing huge sweaters and turtlenecks or whatever? Like that's not the vibe, but we're responsible for helping shift that narrative.
Learn how to be a real man by making an honest living.
The turf war has escalated.
We going after K9.
I already told you, I'm out.
The first movie is You People. That's Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy, Nia Long, Lauren London, which we're super excited about that. Then the movie with Gab is called The Perfect Find, which is where Gabrielle Union's character falls in love with a much younger man, which is a great storyline. And I'm one of her friends, like, forget the age, go for it, live your life. And it's an interesting, a lot of crazy things happen, but I think it's a great story that a lot of people will be able to relate to and have fun with.
And everyone can see you at BMF January, I think it's 9th, right? Thank you.
All right, you too. Thank you. It was so nice talking to you.
You too. Stay glamorous. Take care.
All right, thank you.